Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Table Ladders
and freaking talk.
I think he's a little bit excited today. Got some things going on, and we got so much to talk about. We got some more music coming through. There you go.
I mean, literally drop it. Turn it off. Jeez.
Turn it down. Drop it. You mean drop it for real?
No, yeah, like for real. Like turn it off.
That's it. It's done.
Good.
Welcome to another episode of Table Ladders and Talk. We have a great conversation that we're going to have with you today. This is your absolute best broadcast talking about wrestling. This is your best wrestling broadcast on the net. I promise you, you ain't going to find any that's going to cover the things that we're going to cover, that's going to go in depth as we're going to go with it. You got a kind of a strange look on your face there, man.
I'm just thinking, like, you can go listen to some pasty British guys talk about wrestling, because that seems like who runs the wrestling, the dirt sheets nowadays.
Okay.
You can listen to some freedom-loving patriots over here.
Come on now.
Americans.
Yes, sir.
Over here. Talking about wrestling.
Talking about what we're talking about?
Wrestling. Sport of kings.
Listen, he's so silly. We got a lot of things going on that we need to talk about, that we need to discuss. AEW was amazing.
It was so amazing, Raheem. It was so amazing. And they just week in, week out keep giving me amazing shows. And you know what? All you had to do was make sure you had a bunch of hot shows for when crowds came back. That's all you had to do. Make sure it's hot. Don't just go in like you're doing the same thing. Make it special. Make these comebacks special, dude. Make them special. Make them mean something. Because frankly, we're seeing all across the rest of the red. We're really not all across the rest. I feel like every promotion except for one has made these returns special.
Except hold on. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and get elephant in the room. Which one are you talking about? You say all except one. Which one are you talking about?
I would say the WWE, Raheem. Who am I always talking about?
There's a lot of people that really love the WWE. There's a lot of people that they hang their hat on the WWE, man. They've been looking at it for they're loyal.
And I think that's great, but that's why all they have to do is bitch on the internet about how terrible it is. You know what's great about me? I don't have to complain about my favorite weekly wrestling TV show. I don't have to complain about it every week.
So what
do I criticize it? Do I find things that they could do different or better, or that I don't like or that I do like? Yes, of course. But at the end of it, they always give me what I need.
Okay.
What I want.
Okay.
I'm satisfied.
Okay. Now, I think, and this is just me talking, but I think that y'all may be getting too much talent over there, man.
That may be true. That may be true. But we have another show coming up.
Yes.
And I really shout out to Tranquillo Club. Which is one of my favorite YouTube channels, because it's one of the only YouTube channels that's just marking out for AEW all the time. Raised a great point, man. You know what that does? It keeps it so that like we can rotate what's happening on a weekly basis. Things stay fresh. The things that need weekly in and out storylines get them. The other ones that don't as much, they can get a week off. You know? We can have a week between some heat between people to help build it up. As long as we announce, we're saying, hey, on this date, these guys are fighting.
Okay.
Right? These guys are wrestling. On this date, we build, we set it up. We don't just randomly do it. Sometimes that's okay. But when that's what you're used to and what you always get, it doesn't leave any room for tension or storytelling. You know, it's different. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get into the first match, okay, on AEW.
Okay.
Because that brings up a good point.
First match.
The beginning of the Trials of Jericho, which I was a little skeptical when they started bringing up Greek mythology. But honestly, at this point, I'm super into it. It's super nerdy. It's really interesting. And it's just like this weird thing that's getting over and working. And it's a neat, interesting story. Jericho's got to go through the 5 layers of hell. He's got to go through the Trials of Hercules. Starting with an incredibly interesting match type. It was a great match. It was super fun. The stipulation wasn't just like completely stupid. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? It was like a neat, interesting stipulation. It didn't, Sean Spears can use a chair. Jericho can't. I think that's great. They tell a great story in the ring.
Mhm.
Sean Spears is a guy who it's like, yo, we saw this guy just getting pissed away and wasted
Well,
for so long, and look
name
at him now,
somebody,
man.
name somebody that you don't think can have a great match with Jericho. I mean, the guy, he's been doing this thing 30 years.
That's totally true, but I also think that Sean Spears has shown since he's come up, he can also have a great match with just about anybody when he's not hinged.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they don't have the reins on him, the Roman Reigns.
That's good. That's
Hey-o.
good. That's good.
But,
that was good.
But I just think he's another fine example of a really good wrestler who was being wasted, and now he's a top tier talent. He's an upper mid carder. He's not just some guy. You know, he's in one of the most important factions in wrestling today.
Even in that loss, do you think he's going on? He's rising.
Yeah.
Even in that loss,
because I think AEW. You know what's funny is their whole deal is wins and losses matters.
Yes.
But in the grand scheme of things, they kind of don't in AEW because guys can go in there, they can lose without dropping their stock. That seems to happen more often than not. You know, we'll get into this later, but John Moxley lost last night. Yes. I don't think that drops Moxley's stock at all. All that happened was Lance Archer's stock got raised. You know, and in this case, we were just in this. I honestly, I kind of did. I kind of thought it was coming. At least I thought it. I thought in the back of my head, I'm like, that should happen. I don't know if I thought it was going to, but I thought it should. Yeah, man. It's just like
what should happen.
That's all.
What should happen is, and you're going to hate me when I say this, but what should happen, I think, is that it's time for your boy to lose that title, man. That world title. It's time for him to.
Kenny?
Yes, it's time for him.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's keep going down the card.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I mean, I actually don't totally disagree with you.
Okay.
Like frankly. Franklin.
Yeah, exactly. But that's one of the things right there, man. Well, I do have an issue. But let's go down the card. Finish up. What you got?
So after Jericho wins this incredible match where he can't use a chair, Jericho and I thought they were going to wait till next week to give us this, but MJF, who's doing a brilliant job on commentary the whole time, mind you, comes out and just starts talking about. He immediately starts telling you about the next trial,
and the next trial is amazing.
And he starts explaining. He goes, the next man. I'm thinking. He goes, the most sadistic man in professional wrestling history. I'm like, hold on, New Jack's dead.
Yeah,
like the kid. It's not New Jack. And it didn't occur to me until he goes, he once stabbed one of his opponents in the jugular during a match.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait. And then he said,
you can't be talking about.
And then he said, he once died in a helicopter being life flighted from a match and was brought back to life. And I was just like, it can't be.
Can't be.
Nick freaking Gage. The way MJF just stared down the barrel.
Yeah.
And screamed, that was a perfect delivery. It just like, I felt so many emotions. I was like, I'm excited to see Nick Gage.
Yes.
And then immediately like fear followed because I was just like, dude, is he gonna hurt Jericho? He might actually hurt Chris Jericho.
Yes.
He might. Nick Gage might actually hurt Chris Jericho. And that's what doing a good job building your character does, is you make me feel fear for somebody else.
Jericho have to win.
Oh yeah. I think he's gonna, but it's just like
in the process of it all. In the process.
I'm just hoping he comes out unscathed. And then we find out he's going to do it as the Painmaker, which is really fun. That's super cool too.
Now that's the part that got me when he said, because he was doing the interview.
Oh, I knew he was going to turn around and say that shit. But as soon as they cut to him, I was like, oh, dude, he's going to be the Painmaker. He's going to be the Painmaker for this one.
That's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy. What do you give it? 10, 15 minutes?
The match?
Yes.
No, you probably give it 15.
15. They're gonna take.
Depends on how much Chris can handle, dude. We know Nick can get smashed, have light tubes smashed across his face, and yeah, we know that. We know this to be true. But man, I don't know. I just, it's like they gave you a big surprise. There was a great match followed by a big surprise, and it's just like, what do you want, dude?
Yes.
How can anybody just give AEW a hard time after seeing stuff like that? After watching dude, if you watched Monday Night Raw and you're still willing to come over and criticize AEW, like we have nothing to talk about.
What? No, hold on. Don't do them like that. Give us a call if you feel the way that you feel, and that's fine. You have
Whether
the right
it's
to feel
objectively wrong or not.
Yeah. 678-381-1973. We're actually live right now. Give us a call. 678-381-1973. Tell me, what do you think? How is AEW stacking up against the monster, the big beast, WWE? How is it stacking up against those guys? Are they doing what they should do? Are they even? I go to a lot of the wrestling sites and I read a lot of things, and some of you are saying that you can't watch AEW. I saw one thing where there was a dumpster, and the dumpster said WWE, and there was an AEW guy had, you probably saw it. He was reaching over in the dumpster trying to pull out talent from the dumpster, and what you're trying to say is what AEW is doing. And I want to hear your heart on this, man. What they saying, what AEW is doing, they're actually reaching back everybody that WWE throw away. They're going into the garbage, pulling them back out, and trying to put them on their roster. Is there any facts in that?
So you know what? I'm gonna say this, and let me elaborate on it a little bit here. You know what? I do think that's true.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because one man's trash, another man's treasure, and there's truth in that expression in this case. And I think you can call them trash. I think the funny thing is that is said as like a slight, right? That's supposed to be like a jab at AEW.
It is,
but it's not to me, because it just goes to show you like several things. One being that, like, man, they don't know, the WWE doesn't know what they have. You know what I mean? You have no idea. You have the opportunity to make multiple huge stars.
Watch this, y'all.
And
I'm gonna poke the
bear. Did I not just say I wanted to elaborate a little more?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, my hearing aid, I ain't got my hearing aid on.
Yeah, clearly.
But my thing, name me 1, 2, or 3 people that has been on life support, talent-wise, on WWE, and they came to AEW and got just revived.
Sean Spears, John Moxley, Chris Jericho, Jake freaking Hager, dude. Like, that guy's, nobody gave a shit about Jake Hager ever. Ever. And now we realize he knows what he's doing.
Does he?
Yes. Dude, his character's great. Everything he's done has been great. Dude, maybe he's not a superstar.
Okay.
All right. And that's fine. You can't have everybody isn't going to be a superstar, but he does have a lot of value in the sense that, like, you take a guy like him, and it's like he has a role to play now. He has a character to play. He has outside connection and influence. You know what I'm saying? He is a legitimate MMA fighter.
Okay. Hold on. Hold that thought for a second, because we have a caller from the 903 area code. 903 area code. What's your name and where you calling from?
Badger.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
It's Badger.
Oh,
Badger.
Hey, Badger. Like, how did you not know it was Badger's number?
Man, I don't know anybody's number except my wife and my kids.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't remember numbers. But Badger, man, have you been listening? Have you been listening? Have you been watching AEW?
Yeah, I've been listening. Yeah, I was just made a comment on the Twitch thing talking about Orange Cassidy versus Sting. That was epic.
Oh, dude, that was arguably the best part of the show, dude.
Oh, absolutely,
that was
man.
Amazing.
He was talking to me about that earlier, about how much he loved that.
Good, dude.
Wow,
dude. You know what would have made it like truly epic if Thea would have actually went woo afterwards.
Yeah, give him a little ooh.
Wow. Now, as great as that card was last night, that's the one thing y'all pick out. Of everything that happened yesterday, that's the one that
okay. That was the funniest thing that happened. How about that?
Okay. Yeah, that was hilarious,
dude. And it's like, it's so. If you're gonna do comedy spots in wrestling, make sure they're funny, dude. Like, just make it. It don't have to be like, you don't have to like give me like Richard Pryor or like George Carlin here. Like, I just need a quick chuckle before somebody does a front flip into like some thumbtacks. Like. That's
Wow.
it. Like I don't need. It doesn't take that much.
Mhm.
You want to know what something I really want to know, if they actually planned that or if that was totally just random.
Oh, I bet that spot was planned. I bet
You think so?
it was Sting's idea too. I bet he was like, Orange, I want to do your spot, dude.
Mhm.
Like,
And I can see Sting doing that.
Yeah.
Because like I say,
Oh, yeah.
I pick
Yeah.
a Sting a lot of time. I call him out all the time, but Sting's a great guy. He really is, man. And he don't have a problem with stuff like that and putting people over. He don't have a problem with that. When some
How old is he now?
60, I think he's
62,
62, yeah, something like that. Yeah, he's up there a little bit, man. But still talent, still have all the talent in the world, man. Still and still can go.
yeah, he really
Still can
can.
go,
He
yeah.
showed that.
Mm-hmm. So tell me.
Oh, on the topic you were just talking about, how about Christian?
Oh, Christian, dude, yeah, Christian's great. Raheem doesn't like Christian,
I
but
don't,
I
I
agree.
don't.
I think he's having a full on revitalization of his career right now. Whether you like it or not, he's over with the crowd, and he's, I think he's doing a great job. You stuck him with two guys who need the rub.
just a matter of time. I give it 2 months max. They'll be against each other.
Yeah,
They'll
no,
be-
that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen, and it's gonna be Jungle Boy like versus Christian, and that's
Yep.
gonna be fun. I think that Christian should beat Luchasaurus, and then Jungle Boy should beat Christian.
How
Yeah, for
do
sure.
you understand what you will have to do in a match like and it has the ingredients of being a great match, but you will have to slow Jungle Boy down so much.
Nah, you just let him get most of his
Nah.
shit in. Yeah,
Christian can't keep up.
I think it'd be fine.
Christian
Yeah, I
can't-
think he can.
Yeah, he can.
You think Christian will
Dude,
keep
he's
up?
just been
the
wrestling
speed?
slower paced matches, but like Matt Seidel's to borrow a phrase, quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah.
I mean, he wrestled Matt Hardy. Like,
Yeah.
that's the definition of a slow wrestler.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I enjoyed that match still too. Like I thought that was an okay match. Like it was a good old
Snail
school worked
speed.
match. It was
Snail,
slow. It was slow. I won't deny that. But I thought
Yeah,
it
it
was a
was old
perfectly. I thought it was a perfectly well worked match by two consummate professionals.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, the thing I love about Christian, I'm gonna tell you what I really like about Christian, the knowledge that he brings to the game, the knowledge that he's bringing to AEW right now.
Yeah.
He is singles and tag team. He's done it all. He knows it like the back of his hand, and he got so much that he could get to the young talent that's coming up. Now, a lot of people we said
Isn't Daniel Bryan supposed to be coming to AEW?
Oh, so that's
Yes.
we were
Yes.
literally getting into that this morning, man. Yeah, it sounds like that's on the docket. It
Mhm.
sounds like it's coming up. You know, I've heard this on several different
Platforms.
reports now,
Mhm.
like from several different dirt sheets. Those pasty Brits I was talking about. That it is all but it is all but signed.
Yes.
Like it is all but a done deal.
No, they said he signed already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
almost
yeah,
surely
yeah.
they signed. Excuse me.
Mhm.
And that he basically had like a couple of like stipulations.
Mhm.
One, he wanted to be able to work in Japan.
Done.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Done,
We
yeah.
got a nice relationship with New Japan.
Mhm.
Dude, which brings, not to digress too much, but like the WWE literally was trying to do that just to mess with AEW.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I say that? AEW's they've taken shots, but they haven't done anything directly to try to mess with the WWE.
Mhm.
But every time the
They
WWE's
throw
tried,
shots at, they throw shots all the time.
that's fine. But
Yeah.
that hasn't been like a specific thing done like to
Mhm.
try to like inhibit them in any way.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's only been like Pac shots,
Yeah.
which I think is funny. It's fine. It's freaking wrestling, dude. Like talk
Mhm.
shit. That's the whole point of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, isn't like Goldberg still in WWE? You know, like
Dude,
right now.
he just showed up on Monday, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna
fighting
wrestle
Lashley.
Bobby
Yeah.
Lashley. Who gives
Yeah,
a
I'm-
shit?
Yeah.
Who
Well,
cares about
done.
that?
Well, see, my
Like,
thing is this right here.
I-
My thing. I'm sorry to cut y'all back. Well, my thing is this right here. It put behinds in the seats. People will still pay to see Goldberg.
I don't care about that.
People will pay. And you will too. If he came here and that match was one of the matches on the card, you going. You're going.
No, I don't like Goldberg. I never have.
Well, whether you like him or not, there's a lot of wrestlers you don't like by design. A lot of them don't want you to like them because that's the character that they're playing. So they don't want you to like them. And so, but my thing is, will you buy a ticket to go see them? If Goldberg was wrestling your favorite wrestler in AEW, would you go?
I guess I would have
No.
to.
Yes. Badger said no.
Badger, I respect your resolve.
hmm But see, that's the thing.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. This is Table Ladders and Talk. Give us a call. Phone lines are open. Want to hear what you think. Is AEW a worthy competition to the WWE? Have they gotten to the point where they're actually competition to WWE? Give us a call. Let us know what you think.
Please do.
Talk to me.
They've been competition, man. It's competition now, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
They have over 1 million viewers. I guarantee you that there will be it's gonna be 1.2 mil. That's my prediction. 1.2 viewers last night.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, dude, I can't imagine a world without AEW now, dude. I really can't. It's like it was hard. I remember getting back into wrestling in like 2016, 15, 16. And just like trying to watch Raw, dude, and trying to watch SmackDown and just beating and just being like, this is terrible. Like I turned it off halfway through because I was just like, this is so bad. Then somebody told me about All In.
Mm-hmm.
The most important wrestling pay-per-view in the last decade, dude.
Mm-hmm. In the last decade?
Yes. In the last 10 years, dude. That started it. This is saving the business. We all need to like appreciate that for a minute, dude. We are literally in the middle of like the professional wrestling business being saved from an evil, like autocratic tyrant. Like,
so you really love him that much, huh?
I love AEW with all of my little heart.
I mean Vince. You love Vince that much, huh?
Dude, I've never had a more love-hate relationship with a human in my life, dude. Vince is. Yeah, I don't even know how to what to say about Vince other than that.
I think
I
think Shane McMahon made the right choice and walked away from WWE.
Yeah,
exactly.
But he just keeps showing back up and like on my. I don't want him on my freaking TV anymore either, dude.
Shanny Mac, come on now. Yeah. Everybody loves Shanny Mac.
No, I'm good on Shane O'Mac, dude.
Badger, what did you think?
Yeah. What
did you think about the female match last night? Britt Baker against
Nyla Rose.
Yeah, what did you think about that?
I didn't get to see that.
Okay, that was.
I pretty much stay on the YouTube channel that they have and watch everything through that.
Okay, that was.
So I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
It was a good match. It had its moments. It had it had now. Truth of the matter, and I'm gonna tell you something. Corbin, he loved AEW. He's everything AEW. That's his heart is AEW. But he would have to admit that match had some low points.
Yeah, it was a little clunky. And I've heard a lot of people talking about this, dude. Britt is learning on the job, dude. Britt is in the middle of this crazy thing where she has just been thrust into the spotlight. She has to sink or swim, and she's swimming, baby. Like, come on, she's up there. And dude, she's one of the best. She may not be one of the best like female wrestlers right now. In the world, but she's easily one of the best. And arguably the best female character in professional wrestling. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Is an incredible character, dude. It works. It pops. It's so good that she's supposed to be a heel, and they can't even make her a heel now because she's over. She's so over. Yeah, my fiance last night is sitting watching it with me. She's like, "Is she the bad guy?" I'm like, kind of, but she's like, that doesn't make sense. And she goes, her face, her face is a bad guy face. And I was like, I know, but they can't help it. They just love her. The crowd wants what the crowd wants.
I'm gonna tell you something. And I was against it. I've been talking against it every week. I really have, and I'm changing a little bit here. I would love to see
Tessa Blanchard? We got to get Tessa Blanchard.
I would love to see her because of where it is right now, where the women's division is right now. That can you imagine those two against each other? The rivalry.
I think Tessa will help Britt.
Yes, a lot. A lot
in terms of just elevating her on a couple different levels. On the actual wrestling level, the level of just credibility.
Do you put her with her dad though?
Yeah, you have to. You have to, dude.
Wouldn't that be too much like the old Ric Flair and Charlotte?
Tessa's. Oh, I mean, I guess, but it's just that's just part of it's just wrestling history. That wasn't that bad until Ric Flair's old ass started begging what's her name, dude? What's the Southern chick?
The Southern Belle.
Yeah,
I can't remember her name.
Lacey Evans.
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah.
She's that was weird.
Now, isn't she?
I think so.
Yeah, not by Ric Flair though.
No. Well,
yeah,
allegedly not by
Yeah.
Ric Flair.
yeah, I promise you, it's not by Ric Flair.
Yeah, his pecker
Best-
probably don't work no more.
No, but it does
Too much steroids and like cocaine.
exactly, and everything else.
Respect. I love you, Ric Flair. That was just a joke.
No, it wasn't. He was serious.
That was a joke. I love you
He-
so
no,
much,
he
Ric
was-
Flair.
trust me, he was serious. I know this guy. He was
No,
serious.
I love Rick.
Yeah, sure you do.
I know.
Badger, what's on your heart, brother?
Just wishing some of the other talent like Drew McIntyre and Daniel Bryan and all that. I'd just be glad to see him leave WWE and go somewhere that actually makes sense for their character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agreed.
Because
Drew,
they're doing horrible things for their characters.
yeah. I think Drew will be real good in AEW, but I have to go back to what I said earlier, man. I think they're getting too much talent. They're oversaturating it right now.
It's
so
not like the WWE where we have 4 shows a week
Yeah.
that we can put anybody on, give or take, you know.
Mhm.
But dude, look, man, I just don't understand how you take so many guys from the roster in the WWE
Mhm.
and they just get buried, and they're just these uncool characters, dude. You were asking for examples. Name 3, name 4, dude. How about Cody Rhodes, dude?
Yeah.
How
Cody's a
about the
talent, yeah.
ultimate, the king of all baby faces,
Mhm.
dude? Just goes to New Japan, goes everywhere, makes a list. He's the hottest wrestler on the internet
Mhm.
for a while, dude.
Mhm.
I think it's a shame he doesn't have as much traction now. They kind of pulled the rug out because they made it so he can't win the title. Like,
Well,
it upsets me. I want Cody to be the world champion.
I don't because of
Oh, dude, I do.
everything that else that he has going on. It really wouldn't be fair to all of the talent
I
that's there.
know, but dude, you know, it just makes sense. He's such an over baby face. Sometimes, like, it's like, dude, like, a lot of people shit on John Cena.
Mhm.
I actually am a fan. I actually like John Cena. Like, I feel like he's caught a bad rep over the years because it's like, you know,
How do
Cena
you like
wins.
John
well.
Cena, but you hate Reigns?
Oh,
They're the
because
same
Cena,
guy.
Cena like is a much better talker. He's way more entertaining.
You
Roman's gotten better, but
better. This guy's almost. I mean, the character that he's playing right now. Actually, he's the one I think that's really saving WWE right now with the whole thing. That he's going,
it's Paul Heyman. But yeah, you're
Mhm.
right.
yeah, with the character that they came up with together.
I mean, sure,
yeah.
but that shit's getting old too. Like, they've been doing that for like months, but they do. It's like the same thing every week, though. That's the problem. That's my problem with that. There's like
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
different about it.
Yeah,
Like,
same
I'm
thing.
used. Like last night, I was like Hangman Dark Order, like running roughshod on Elite. I was like, oh, we saw this last week. You know, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But we have the match next week, so it's whatever. And it's just like, I just think that like they'll either the WWE just doesn't do stuff right. I can't put my finger quite on it all the time.
Malachi Black against Cody.
Cody, that's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
great.
that was so easy.
Mhm.
He spin kicks Arn Anderson, one of the most beloved like icons of professional wrestling, and then he spin kicks Cody.
Mhm.
Yeah, spin kicks Cody,
Mhm.
who's probably the most beloved person in that company, and it's just like, this isn't that hard, y'all.
He automatically just laid the foundation by doing just that
Yeah.
one appearance. He laid it. It's going to be a great match. Who do you think you have to go over?
Malachi.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You don't
This-
bring him in to let him lose. like
No,
that.
it's not a Sean Spears situation.
Mhm.
He's not just a good hand. Not that Sean Spears is just a good hand, but it
Mhm.
makes more sense that I think he should have won his first match, honestly, against Cody. But
It wasn't the time.
You know which gimmick I would like to see
What's that?
actually appear and wrestle?
Mhm.
Boogeyman.
dude, I'm good, dude. A freaky looking cat, dude. The Boogeyman.
That was good for the time that it was
Yeah,
there.
it was funny.
Yeah, but I don't think that's almost like the Bushwhackers. That's like the wood.
Oh, those were interesting.
Those guys would lick people's faces.
Yeah, them guys was, man, and it was a good character for that time. But how do you make them the champions?
You can't.
You can't. How do you take them serious? 678-381-1973, 678-381-1973. We're live today. We're live actually every Thursday from 12 o'clock until 1 o'clock. But I want to hear from you today. I want you all to give us a call. The phone lines are open 678-381-1973. How well is AEW? If you're an AEW fan, give us a call. If you hate the brand, give us a call. Let's talk about it. How are they stacking up against the WWE, against the monster that is WWE? Give us a call. 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. Kaz lost because Frank Kazarian, he lost.
Should have won.
You think so?
Complaint. Yeah, he's doing the Elite Hunter thing. Why wouldn't you win? Like, let him start running through some of these guys. He can't beat the two tag wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Cool seeing Anderson and Gallows though in singles competition. That's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
They might as well just sign with AEW. I mean, they're on there more than they're on Impact. I swear.
Exactly.
Were those the Impact tag titles they had? Had to be, right?
Yeah, they were.
Why won't they just call them that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious why. Like, it's like this thing where like sometimes they won't say what the belts are because it's they won't recognize the FTW belt. That's that's some things, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Small things.
See, what you got to understand is a lot of the small things eventually is going to turn into big things, or they could come together and make big things.
I suppose,
which could be a problem.
But those are small. That's like really small, dude.
We spoke about something earlier before the broadcast came on about how a lot of times you see a fight break out in outside the ring, and you'll see them fighting for a minute or two, and then all of a sudden nothing happened. They're just gone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another. It could be a small thing.
Small thing.
This guy just loves AEW.
I mean, dude, I'm saying maybe it's a thing, but it's a small thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And when the internet bitches about stuff, AEW listens.
Mm-hmm.
Generally.
Okay.
Generally.
Okay.
I'm wondering if Orange Cassidy versus Sting's going to happen because everybody's talking about that now.
Nah, that's not going to happen. You can't go babyface on that.
You don't think so?
No. Did you see what happened? He got punched and then Sting
lifted
came to
up.
his aid. Yeah, that's not happening. There's way too babyface.
So what direction you think they're going with that?
I don't know, because Cassidy got his revenge.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You can pretty much do the Hardy family office against anybody, and it works. Because they have like numbers and make somebody easy babyface target, like Sting and Darby versus HFO. I like that. My favorite, probably my favorite TNT title match was Matt Hardy, Darby Allin, and the Falls Count Anywhere. Mm-hmm. Was it Falls Count Anywhere? No, I think it was
It was Falls Count
Anywhere. I think it's Falls Count Anywhere. I don't think it was like a hardcore match.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, there's just some crazy bumps in there. And who's the king of crazy bumps? The Hardys. So I don't know. There's so much you can do.
Who do you think can actually do a true hardcore match in AEW?
Do you not think that last night was not a true hardcore match?
No.
Dude, I'd strongly disagree, dude. I don't know what more you got to do to like.
I'm thinking Terry Funk, Mankind level hardcore.
Bro, I feel you, but like Lance literally put Moxley through 2 tables with barbed wire on top of him.
Yeah.
When they cut to Mox, he literally had barbed wire pulling on his skin so you knew it wasn't fake.
Yeah. Wow.
I knew when he pulled it out, he was taking the bump too. That's when I figured out what was happening in that match for sure. I was like, that's definitely like, I don't know, Badger. That was pretty intense, dude. Like, what else do you want?
I'll have to watch.
Huh?
I'll have to go back over it.
Watch it.
I think I had a different one, so I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, Texas Deathmatch, dude. Bro, I was gonna comment even on how just like those guys like they have some chemistry, dude, when it comes to that type of match. I think like it was brutal. It was pretty brutal, dude. Got color from both guys. Like this, I don't know.
It was a great match, and it was very physical. It was very physical. But what happens next though? What is our next step? Now that Moxley doesn't have a title, and you have all the other guys coming in, is there a possibility that he could get lost in the shuffle?
No, he's too big of a star. And I think honestly, he's probably going to take a little time off soon.
He needs to.
They keep talking about it, and like he hasn't really done it. He's been gone for like a little bit here and there. But yeah, I mean the schedule seems pretty light. It's like they're like hustling 1 day a week. You know what I mean? I'm sure some of those guys are working other dates and stuff too. But yeah, as far as Moxley goes, I guess there's a lot of things you can do with him, but I think he's doing what the right thing to do is, where
Mhm.
he's kind of letting other people get over now. It's not John's time right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's going to have another go round where it's his time again
Mhm.
because he's John freaking Moxley.
Now, with that being said, when is Kenny going? When is his time going to be up? It's time for him to sit down,
I
and
think
not
it's-
necessarily sit down, but
I
it's
mean,
time for
dude,
somebody to step in the
I
champ.
would argue it's pretty soon.
Mhm.
I mean, they're building to it like it's going to be pretty soon, dude.
Do you think Danielson come in and dethrone him?
No, it's going to be
CM Punk?
Hangman. No,
CM Punk is coming too.
supposedly.
Yeah, he's coming as well. And so,
I
um,
honestly don't know if I want him there anymore.
nah, man, why wouldn't you?
I guess you do just because of the drawing power, but
Yeah.
I just feel like he's gonna come in and Hulk Hogan it, man. Like I
Mm,
really do. I think he's gonna come in and just be like, I'm in charge of the locker room now.
I don't think with everything that they have there already, I don't think he could do that. Because there's so much that's been laid, there's so much of the foundation that's already laid there. He's coming into a built house.
Well, and that's the thing, you know, it's gonna be a test of like
Mm-hmm.
his character, I guess, because it's like all the things you complained about in the WWE. Like you can't come over here and like make those problems too, where it's like, put this guy over because he's a bigger star.
Mm-hmm.
Like put this guy over so we can make him a bigger star.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see. They haven't, bro. I really don't feel like they've just brought anybody in and instantly been like, this guy's the champ now.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't done that yet. We're still young. It could happen, but I don't see it happening. I feel like that's probably laid on the table when people get there. They're like,
Mhm.
"We're this isn't Vince's world. Like the young,
thing-
the future matters here."
Exactly. One of the things that I love about and I can go ahead and say it, one of the things I love about AEW is they allow their talent to have creative control over what they do. They don't they don't just bring them in and say, okay, you're gonna do this crazy character, you're gonna be this guy, you're gonna be the Gold Dust or nothing like that. You know,
we know you're the son of maybe the greatest professional wrestler of all time,
yeah.
but
let's tweak it just a little bit.
You're an androgynous sex pervert.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's your gimmick.
Wow. And then they did what was Dusty Rhodes on the polka dots? What was he?
Oh, that was because he was always the competition, dude.
Yeah.
That was literally a punishment.
I was like, wow.
It was literally a punishment.
You put Dusty Rhodes in a polka dot suit.
The American dream.
American
dude.
dream.
The son of a plumber.
Yeah. Get funky like a monkey.
We're gonna get funky like a monkey.
Exactly.
That hard time, daddy.
Exactly. Come on now. Badger, what's on your heart?
Oh man, just all the things WWE has done over the years is just straight up messed up.
Yeah.
But I also want to say thank y'all for letting me be on the show. I've got to run.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate
Dude,
you,
good
brother.
talking to
Thank you.
Badger. Thanks for calling in, bub.
Hey, and we still got to set that matchup, man. We got to set that matchup real soon.
Oh, me and Badger are working on it, dude.
Y'all working on it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working on
We're
that.
working
Yeah.
on it.
Okay. Let's make it happen. Let's
Catch
make it
y'all
happen.
later.
All right. Appreciate you, Badger.
Later, brother.
Now, with all this talent that's coming into AEW, all this talent that's coming in, and like I said, we don't want to have it where it's oversaturated. We don't want to do that. But the good thing about it, Friday nights at 10 o'clock, there's going to be
nice.
Friday nights at 10 o'clock. So I think they have a plan, but is it going to be like a Raw SmackDown type situation?
I don't think so. I
Mhm.
doubt it. I think it's just going to be a place to tell a supplementary story, like,
Mhm.
and just to get other people on TV and have them. It's kind of like a WCW Thunder type deal. I don't like that it's Friday at 10, but whatever.
Mhm.
It's there and it's not interfering with anything else. Like, and you can't do Wednesday and Thursday. Like, you can't go back to back. I don't think that makes sense.
Friday is a good time. 10 o'clock may be a little late for it, but is right after SmackDown.
That's really smart, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
because SmackDown's 2 hours,
Yeah.
and these stupid WWE marks are so used to Lord of the Rings worth of wrestling every Monday that they're like, when Friday rolls around, they're just like, oh, I feel like I should watch another hour.
Yeah.
Because you're a mark, because you just got brainwashed by an evil corporation.
So
Go watch your third hour and realize what good wrestling is.
And so you think that there's going to be a spillover? A lot of the people that watched SmackDown is going to automatically just turn over to
yeah. I think that's part of the game
Rampage.
plan.
It's
Dude.
Rampage, right?
Yeah.
Rampage, yeah.
Great name.
It is. 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. Give us a call. What do you think about Rampage? Friday nights, 10 o'clock. Right at SmackDown is from 8 o'clock until 10. And then you have Rampage that come on from 10. That's going to be a lot of wrestling on Friday nights, man.
Yeah, I'm not watching all of SmackDown anyway, so I don't care.
I look at SmackDown. I will look at SmackDown before I look at
sometimes.
Raw.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely. I almost will watch Raw now just because it's kind of like looking up like car wreck videos like on the internet. Like it's just like I want to see how bad this is. Like I don't want to really watch it, but I like how terrible it is. Yo, they buried Karrion Kross. Why?
Balled him up.
He's the NXT champion.
Balled him up just to bury him.
You have one good show out of your in your entire $1 million, $1 billion corporation. You have one good show weekly. You can argue for SmackDown, fine, but the best wrestling show easily for the WWE is NXT. There is no doubt about that. I will argue that all day. I can prove this on an Etch-a-Sketch. It's the best wrestling show that the WWE has. I think it's arguably some weeks it's the best wrestling show on TV. Some weeks their wrestling is a little better than AEW's. I have no problem admitting that because you have exciting talent.
You're missing your endorsement.
I know, right? But AEW knows I love them. It's okay.
It's a great time.
At the end of the day, though, as a full-on professional wrestling event and show and weekly episodic story, it's not even close. That's why they got smoked in the wars. You know, like that's it. The war was fought and lost quickly. You know, and admittedly it wasn't their fault. Like they had to get moved. It's the same reason AEW is moving to TBS. It's so they don't get bumped for things like the NBA playoffs, which I might add, the final game of the NBA championships was last Wednesday. The same night as AEW. Still did over 1 million viewers, dude. And retained. Like still, you know what I mean? They did 1 million like 20,000 something. Raw did 1,060,000 something. We're about 40,000. We're about 40,000 views away from beating Monday Night Raw. In
against the NBA championship.
Against and against a 2-year-old program, dude. A 2-year-old company. Do you like? I don't think anybody realizes the magnitude of that. You can say whatever you want about AEW. They've already begun to compete in the early stages. We are toddlers. In terms of like the age of a company, you know what I mean? 2 years isn't very long, dude.
What do you think? What do you think is next for AEW?
I don't think they have to do a whole bunch right now. They need to just keep busting it out. Tony doesn't want to go Monday Night Wars. I know that Cody Rhodes does. I've heard him say that. It's been a while since that's been brought up, but I don't know if that's a good idea either.
Not yet.
I just there's no reason to like rock the boat. Not when you're doing such good numbers on Wednesdays. You know, there's no reason. Don't rock the boat. It's fine.
So they're comfortable and they're safe where they are. Wednesday night and Friday night, they're safe there. Why not go Saturday? Old school wrestling back in the day.
No.
Yeah, go wrestle.
No. I'm very busy on Saturdays. Don't do that.
Nah, it ain't for you, brother.
It is for me.
No,
I'm one of the fans.
You want one?
I'm arguably the biggest AEW fan.
Really?
I would love for somebody to call in and argue that point to me, but
678-381-1973. 678.
I'm a bigger AEW fan than you are a WWE fan.
678-381-1973. Actually, I'm a bigger AEW fan than I am a WWE fan.
Not you, them.
Okay.
I know you like AEW more than you like WWE.
I do.
Everything you do is just this show. You're working, dude. I get it.
But what about you?
You're a geriatric old Mark, dude. It's
what
fine.
about you? Look at it. Sometimes you just gotta just take your left hand. I got this twitch, and every now and then my left hand just it
Gotta keep your pan strong.
must be look, must be something with my shoulder. I don't understand what it is.
Yeah,
It's
you
just-
guys out there, just remember to keep your pan strong.
exactly.
That's the biggest thing.
678-381-1973, 678-381-1973. Rico made a comment. He said it's a great time, even during high school football season. They may catch the crowd winding down. Talking about AEW on Friday nights.
I think it's perfect.
At 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's a good time
Because wrestling
most of the
fans
games
are
over.
nerds, and I'm not doing anything on Friday nights if I'm not playing a show. So it's like I'm probably gonna be like cracking beer and like watching Rampage.
He said he's talking about root beer, y'all. He talking about root beer.
No, I was talking about alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm an alcoholic, Reem. I'm not an alcoholic. I am an alcoholic.
Folks,
I'm not an alcoholic.
hey, look,
Alcoholism isn't
confession
fine.
is good. Confession is good.
Yeah.
Confession is good for the soul. Mm-hmm.
So is
Whiskey. Now, we got a lot of things going on. We got our WWE. We got to talk a little bit about WWE. We got to get cover some of that stuff as well. Drew McIntyre. Hey, what about your girl? Wanted the superhero wanted
dude.
the Money in the Bank, man.
Bye, everybody.
She won.
I was really
beat
hoping.
Charlotte Flair.
Look, I was really hoping you wouldn't bring that up. Okay,
Yeah.
and you want to know why?
Watch that.
First of all, Money in the Bank was shit. All right, if you like that and enjoyed it, you're such a fucking mark. Like, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, that whole pay-per-view was just absolute shit. The men's match was okay. The women's match, terrible.
Why was it terrible? Why?
It was
why
just
you,
boring. It was very like, look, I know it's all choreographed, but like, it literally looked like
staged?
it just looked like a fucking joke, dude. It looked,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't want to disparage anybody, especially like the workers, because I'm just like, I respect you.
It had its
You're,
mo-
you're
it had its
const-
moments,
it
though.
did.
Yeah,
It did. It
yeah.
had, but it was pretty much shit, dude. I
Mhm.
mean, let's be like, I'm never gonna watch that again, ever. Not for any
You don't
reason.
have to watch again. You already
It's
said
good. We all go back and watch wrestling matches we love. That one I will never watch again, and nobody should.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you didn't watch it, you literally saved yourself like 30 minutes of like brain damage.
She
Dude,
won. She climbed up there.
look.
She got it. She won it. She and Flair. And
I really don't want to say anything bad about Nikki Cross because I don't like, I don't.
what about the character?
Okay. It is fucking the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life, dude. And
Mhm.
dude, the thing is, I like silly shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love Orange Cassidy.
Silly.
Like, and so I'm trying not to be like a hypocrite because I
Mhm.
like silly things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to be like, maybe I just don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to be like, maybe I just don't get it. Maybe it's just something that other people are enjoying and I'm just not.
She's a female version of Helms.
Dude, but she's not nearly as funny. Do you know why Helms worked? Because he was hilarious and he
Mhm.
didn't win titles. Like,
What's up with that?
what's up with that? That guy, because
What's up
that
with
guy is hilarious.
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
why. Because he had natural comedic timing. He was a charming man.
Mm-hmm. So you don't think
Nikki
she can pull it
Cross
off?
is not a charming person. She's,
She's the champion.
as a character anyway, I should say. I don't know the woman. I
She-
don't want Damo or Killian Dane or whatever the hell that guy's name is to kill me either.
She's
But dude, look, that shit is a joke, dude.
mhm.
You have no respect for your women's division.
How long do you think she'll hold that title?
She'll lose it next week, if not a couple weeks after that.
Wow.
I swear it.
That's
dude.
for the kids,
This is
though.
a
That
joke.
character is for the kids.
Okay,
It's for the kids.
I'm gonna say this, and I try my best to contain my swearing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck your kids, dude. Okay, I don't care what
Wow.
your stupid
Ooh,
kids.
my shoulder. Ooh, my shoulder.
Don't keep it
Ooh,
down.
ooh.
I don't care what your stupid kids like in
Mhm.
wrestling, dude.
Mhm.
When did, to quote the great Bill
What
Hicks?
did you say? What
when
did you say?
did-
What did you say
when did-
about?
when
hold
did
on. What did
mediocrity-
you
hold
say?
on, let me
You said
finish.
something about
No. Let me finish this.
see-
Get this statement out, dude.
Mhm.
When?
Yes.
When did mediocrity and banality become a good example for your children, dude? When?
Yes.
Why do you think that's a good example for your kids? You know who was badass? Stone Cold Steve Austin, dude. You
John
understand
Cena,
that?
You said John Cena was for the kids, for the
John
merchandise. and all
John
that stuff.
Cena
That's the
came
same
out
thing
when
she's
he
doing.
came out rapping. He was talking hella shit.
Mhm.
John Cena also didn't put a
But
stupid
merchandise.
mask and
Merchandise.
tape on his face.
Merchandise.
Okay, fine, dude.
Merchandise.
If when it comes down to just that, maybe, but it's still not a sustainable thing. I
Mhm.
think that you're overestimating. I think
how much
even
merchandise you think she gonna
even
sell
as a little
superhero?
kid, I would have been like, "That's
It's about
stupid, dude."
It's about dollars and cents, though.
That's fine.
It's
And
about
that's
dollars
fine.
and
And if
cents.
that's all
Bottom
it's
line.
about, then do your stupid thing, and I don't have to watch it, dude. But
Mhm.
like,
But
I
you
don't
will.
care what your kids like.
you will.
No, I won't. I won't.
So you
I
gonna turn it
didn't
off
even
every time
watch.
she come
I
on.
didn't watch Raw this week.
Mhm.
Yeah, oh, dude, absolutely, absolutely. I will turn my TV off when she comes on. This is the last time I will be reporting on the WWE Raw Women's Division until that is changed, dude. Because
Mhm,
it's a joke.
mhm.
It's a joke.
Do
I don't
you-
care how. Like, and normally I give a little credence when the
Yeah.
crowd pops. Don't care how much the crowd pops. This is dumb.
Is he
It's for little
disturbed?
kids.
Is he disturbed a little bit about
I'm
this?
upset, dude.
Is he disturbed? I
It's
believe
just,
he's
it's dumb. You
disturbed.
shouldn't have
My
brought it up, dude.
God.
It's just like, how are you going to do that to Charlotte or Rhea? Who
Mhm.
also, it's like, dude, do you have no one else? We literally have watched them wrestle 6 times. Dude, we were talking about, you know what the upside to having a bunch of people on the roster is? We don't get the same fucking matches 10 times in a row, dude. It's so dumb.
Big E won the men's division.
Good for Big E.
What do you think about that?
Good. Big E's awesome. Big E
Mhm.
deserves a world title run. Hopefully, Lashley beats Goldberg, and we come back around, and Big E cashes in and beats Lashley at WrestleMania or something like
Mhm.
that. I don't
At
know.
WrestleMania?
Whenever
Okay.
it
okay.
may be.
That'll be good. That'll
That's
be
fine with
interesting.
me.
I don't know if he's really ready for a championship run though. I
He's
mean,
ready.
he did okay.
We got 6 months to get him ready.
Got a lot of work to do. Yeah, I'm not being fair. He's good. He's good, and he's for the merchandise and stuff like that. He's good, and the kids love him. The pancakes and all that other stuff. The kids love him.
Yeah, freaking pancakes and unicorns.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. They love him, and so merchandise. I mean, that's genius. It's genius what WWE is doing in regards to making money, selling merchandise. They're pushing the people that can do it. They're pushing the people that can do it, and he's texting Sting, telling Sting not to come over
Yeah,
here.
Sting, be careful.
Yeah. So what do you say to that? Merchandising. That's what it's
Dude,
all about.
you know what? And that's fine, dude.
Mhm.
Again, like if that's your end game, do your thing.
Mhm.
I'm fine with it. But I also haven't heard any reports that she's selling an excessive amount of merch.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard that.
Mm-hmm. How much does Orange sell? Merchandise.
I mean, there's been literal reports.
That's a gimmick there.
There's been literal reports, but the guy can go, and his character is legitimately like entertaining. That's my argument. It's funny, dude. It was shown last night how funny it was, dude. It's funny because
So
all you had to
because
do is
Sting
get
co-signed
Sting did it. Yeah. No, before that it was fine, but I'm saying like Sting signed off on it, dude. Like, I'm sorry. I think they're just different. They're completely different in that sense,
Mhm.
other than that they're gimmick people,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I personally just think that it's a stupid fucking gimmick, dude.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, man. I just think Nikki Cross was a fine character. And the weird thing is, this is her idea. Normally, I'd throw all this on Vince, but it's like apparently, this was all her idea.
It was.
Apparently, Vince loves how persistent she's been with it, and so he's rewarded her. Not Dean Ambrose, who wanted to make his character like actually insane and cool and badass, and like John McClane from Die Hard. No, that was bad. Dean should do everything that says on his script, word for word.
Mhm.
Whatever, dude. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get that somebody has an idea and then that's the one you choose to let them do. And maybe you're right. Maybe it does become a merch mover, but I haven't seen any
It does.
indication that it does.
Well, let her. she's been here for a while. Give an opportunity.
Yeah.
Let her do what
That's
it is.
fine.
Yeah,
I'm
give
just
it a
you
chance.
just asked me to like tell you what I thought. That's what I
Mhm.
think initially. I'm like, this is stupid and it's a joke and it's disrespectful to people like Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley, who are actually legitimately like two of the best workers on the planet.
I would have agreed with you when you say Rhea Ripley. I'm not too sold on the Charlotte situation because I think they're pampering to her.
I think she needs to go away for a while.
Yeah, she needs
some time. Like
Yeah.
we need to like miss Charlotte Flair. Like
Mhm.
not because Charlotte's doing anything wrong, just because we need to miss
Yes.
Charlotte. We need to be
Becky.
reminded that we like Charlotte.
Becky Lynch. Come on back.
Becky, come back.
back, Becky.
Dude, did you see Money in the Bank?
Yes.
They start cheering for Becky.
Yeah, exactly. Come on back, Becky.
Charlotte throws up the middle finger. Isn't she supposed to be the baby face?
And she got angry too.
She got
Yeah,
super
yeah,
angry.
yeah.
It was funny. I think
Mhm.
that's funny. They cut the feed. I'm like, fuck that. Let
Yeah.
her flip the crowd off. That's
Mhm.
great, dude. That's
Exactly.
hilarious.
Come on back. Now,
Let her do her thing.
do you want Ronda back?
No.
Ronda was good for what
Ronda
she
was all right.
Yeah, for what she was doing. She was good for
Ronda
what she
could
was
come
doing.
back. I mean,
Mhm.
I like what Ronda did for women's wrestling as much
Mhm.
as it's kind of rough because she wasn't like in the business for a long time. But
She
as
learned though.
for sure. I'm just saying, like,
Mhm.
you know, in a sense, she did a lot for women in the business. She couldn't have done it without Becky and Charlotte,
Mhm.
I don't think.
Yeah.
But
But she was a good student of the game, though.
she was. No, yeah, nothing. That's
Mhm.
nothing against
Yeah.
Ronda. Ronda came in and I'm sure worked her ass off.
Mhm.
I think it's more that it's just like she wasn't like that tenured veteran that
No.
came in and changed things for women.
Exactly.
Like Becky's a bigger deal because Becky's this huge rock star who like spent so much time grinding away
Mhm.
as a professional wrestler. But I think that's cool because it's like, dude, that was the first, you know, it was a big boost for women in wrestling. I think having
Mhm.
Ronda Rousey on there and women's wrestling's popularity and being taken seriously
Mhm.
as it has become in the last decade or so, or however long it's been.
Okay.
And I think that's great, dude. Some of my favorite matches are from the lady wrestlers.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think you have a prior engagement.
I do. Is it that time?
It's 55.
Oh, you're right. So I got a text from the lady saying something about like she took care of it. So I'm not sure if I still have to be there. I text her back.
Okay.
I should probably get going though.
Okay. What would you like to say in your closing? To all your
You guys,
millions and millions of
yeah,
fans that's out there that's watching you
the
right
millions.
now, what do you want to say in your closing to your fans?
All right. All I want to get at is, look, I was joking most of the time, but like y'all, let's boycott Raw. Let's boycott Raw.
not
Let's
gonna
get the
happen.
Monday Night Wars rolling again. Let's get
Not gonna
AEW over to Monday nights. Let's just
No.
boycott Raw. Why bother watching? There's
Listen.
nothing there for you.
AEW is floating along on the ocean and they're floating very high. It's smooth. There's nothing going on. They're going to their destination. Why do you want to take the life preserver away from them? Let them do what they're doing.
I don't want to
to.
move there yet. I
Mhm.
want to boycott Raw first.
Mhm.
Let's get Raw's numbers to like half of what they are.
Mhm.
Okay? Like,
is that okay? Would that be a victory for AEW? Boycotting Raw, would that be a victory for AEW?
yeah, because
No,
then we
it
can
would not
move.
be
Then we
because
can move to Mondays.
no, it won't be on what they did.
Then we can move to Mondays.
If I'm gonna
Boycott
win,
Raw. That's my
I'm going
message
to
for
win,
today.
I want to win on my actions and what I do and what I have done.
I am doing this because I am saying this because of all the things AEW's done for me, dude.
Mhm.
This is our job as fans of a company who has saved wrestling for us and made us love wrestling again.
Yes, I can agree with that. But my thing is,
and it's our job to spread the word and to stop watching Raw.
No. I don't
boycott Raw.
I don't see how that goes. I don't see how that go together. And you said and what you said a couple of weeks ago on this particular show is competition is good.
Yeah,
competition is good.
It's still SmackDown. We're not beating SmackDown anytime soon. I don't want to put them out of business. I just want to make them like move to Tuesdays or something funny like that. Raw's not going anywhere.
Well, they did that with NXT. They moved. NXT was on Wednesday, and they had to move.
Yeah,
they had to move because the competition was too tough. They couldn't keep up. They couldn't compete.
And now maybe they'll have to move from Mondays to Wednesdays, dude.
Why don't you just make up a whole nother day for them then?
For who?
WWE.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get going though, dude.
Yeah, make up a whole new day for them.
Boycott Raw. Love you guys.
Listen, it's not gonna happen. Don't listen to that because be good, man. Appreciate you. What we're gonna do is this right here. We only got 2 minutes. We got 2 whole minutes. So I can't talk for 2 minutes. I'm not good at talking. I'm a real shy guy. Take care, man. I'm a real shy guy. I don't talk that much. So what I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna get ready to get on out of here. But I want to thank each and every one of you. But on the serious side, I talk a lot, man. But my thing is this: please do not. What he was saying about boycotting Raw, it's not necessary. Because and the reason why I say it's not necessary because AEW is doing what they have to do, what they need to do to make sure that they are very competitive, making sure that they're doing the things that they have to do to move them ahead of Raw. I think give them about a year or two, give them about maybe a good 2 years. And when you talk about wrestling, when you speak wrestling, the first name you're going to call is going to be AEW. They're going out, they're getting the talent. Danielson, they say Danielson just signed up with AEW. That's going to be huge. That's going to be huge to have him there. That's going to be absolutely amazing. CM Punk, they say he's signing with them. That's going to be huge. And so you can see what's going on and how things are moving. The wrestling business is moving towards AEW right now. All they have to do is keep doing, be consistent, and keep doing the things that they do. Keep moving in that way, and again, be consistent. That's the word for the day. Consistency. They have to stay very consistent, and if they do that, if they stay very consistent and continue to do the things that they're doing, they're going to be fine. I will continue to watch, and I'm sure you will as well. So, what time is it? 59. Time for me to get out of here. I'm trying to set my thing up for my let me see. I'm doing some things here. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get my I think I got it. Bingo. All right. Now listen, we're about to get out of here. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. And more than that, I want to thank you for allowing Table Ladders and Talk and DKM Media Group and Associates and Table Ladders and Talk for being a part of your day. It is now what is it? It is now 1 o'clock, straight up and down 1 o'clock. It's time for us to end for the day. But before you go, I want you to do me 2 favors, if you will. One, I want you to continue to pray for us because we're certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number 2, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you could do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. Now, we shine some of this lighting from Table Ladders and Talk. Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in and let your light, yes, your light, let your light shine. You all have a great day. Love you. Take care of each other, and each and every one of you continue to watch wrestling and be blessed.